fascism.
Was just blur to me.
So
every single syllable was just like, ugh.
I went north and that's it. I'm sorry, y'all.
I'm from the Midwest, sir.
There's a town in West Virginia called Big Ugly.
Yeah, it's not surprising.
I love these facts so much.
Dude, there were legit 5 jokes running through
Imagine
my mind.
right down where you come from. Big Ugly. Yeah, that checks out. That ain't surprising at all.
Big, ugly West
Just look at
Virginia.
your ID. Are you the mayor?
Because, like, even, like, out of context, it's just like big, ugly West Virginia. It's like, hey, our state isn't that bad. It's like, no, I'm just saying a city. It's a place that exists.
Big ugly, comma, West Virginia. Oh, I would hate it.
Oh, legitimately.
Imagine you're a basketball star hailing from big ugly West Virginia.
It's
Nintendo
debatable.
absolutely knows about the internet Triton because like a couple months after the Bowsette thing happened, they changed the crown's description. It was just like, only Toadette can wear this crown. So it's just like, kill that noise. Martin Luther King Jr. earned a C in his public speaking class during his 2 semesters in seminary school.
Who is that teacher?
Who's the dude?
Okay, is it a white teacher? And is that the reason why?
Let me see. Let me go
Who
look
was
at
the
these,
dude that? Cause you know you gotta wake up one day,
It just
20 years later,
That move changed everything.
and I gave him a motherfucking C.
He wrote the I Have a Dream speech in school. He's just like, why are you writing about dreams? Dreams are for children.
You'll never make it, Martin. This is trash.
Or does the dude wake up like, yeah, my C incentivized him to get better?
Y'all know I was his teacher.
Yeah.
And I told him that I was pushing him to do better.
Apply
The C
yourself.
was- oh my goodness.
You can go one or two ways with that way. Either A, I'm a fraud, or B, I'm inspiring people so hard that I inspired the civil rights movement. Just through my teaching.
There's just some like physicist teacher in like the 30s is like, oh man, look, I'm looking through all these old papers that I got, physics papers. Look at this D- I gave to this kid named Albert Einstein.
Oh, no, surely that can't be the same one.
Dude, imagine Stephen King in a creative writing class. It's like, C minus, sir. Your adjectives, I don't know what you're doing. A dog with rabies, what's up?
In Tupac in math class, the teacher just comes up, Tupac, what I tell you about writing raps in class?
You're not gonna make it with this. You need these numbers. Get some bucks in you. And then 4 years later, you gotta dance around to slip up. You want to club banging it.
You know I taught Sue Tupac.
Oh, dude, I would never sleep.
I'd be shaking.
The PS5 in a year has outsold the Wii U's lifetime sales.
Y'all leave the Wii U alone. Try his best.
Hey, consumers did.
Accurate?
That's not.
Yes, it is.
Going for.
Early
Yes, it is.
adopter.
Exactly what we're going for.
Ooh.
Oh, dude, I will never forget that woman with all them Wii U's in the back of her car, thinking she was gonna flip them boys.
Oh, someone tried to do that near you guys?
No, it's a viral picture.
Oh, okay. I don't remember that.
You never seen it?
No.
Oh, dude, I'll look it up.
I think I've seen this.
It's unfortunate. Let's see what else we got. Well, actually.
Yep,
hold
all I had to look up was Wii U woman.
Wii U woman. Oh, this is gonna be
Get
good.
some. Get some, y'all.
The Wii U woman.
No, I already got it on for you.
Oh, okay.
Where's it going?
So he posted it in chat.
Oh, okay. I can look at it. Yeah.
Oh no.
Scalper beautifully boned.
Oh, and those are like even. Ooh. There's probably like 2 per box in the boxes behind her too. Yikes.
That boy's in a back seat and everything.
Yeah, you can see him on the console. Dude, this is at least 10?
She's like, this is my retirement.
Yeah, she thought she was gonna flip these for double, because remember, the Wii was having supply issues, so this is the next console of the Wii, so why wouldn't I do it?
She didn't find it odd that she can buy in 15 of them?
Day one in the store.
Yeah, I was, because of like what the day I went through trying to get a Wii when it first came out, where I lucked the fuck out. By someone's generosity, which, where's that in this world? Where I was just so concerned about getting a Wii U day one, where I just walked into GameStop, I'm like, you guys go Wii U's? Yeah. Oh. Okay. And
no waste there.
hello, everyone, and welcome back to the Podcast of Stuff, episode 304. We are out of quarantine, at least 2 of us.
No, they're still in their room. They're still there. They're still locked in.
That I know of. Oh, no, DA's been going back to work, but, like, dude.
He shouldn't have been.
Them sleep times? Gross.
It is disgusting. How I'm just like 6 o'clock and I'm just going. I'm like, it's 6.
It's 6.
I could legitimately.
The ones you sent
go to
had
bed.
4 a.m., good sir.
Oh no, I'm talking about
When he's going to sleep, dude. When he's
I'm
getting
talking about-
tired.
Oh.
Yeah, when I start getting tired, it's about 5 or 6.
Okay.
Yeah, I started, same here. It hit like 6:30, and I was like, I really just want to go to sleep.
Yeah, I'm like, maybe I should just do it one day just to get it out of my system and it'll just be done, and maybe then I'll be back to 100%. But it just, yeah,
it kept happening. Yeah, you're right, Hope. 304. I forgot. Anytime there's 4, I gotta say foe.
Foe! And it's F-O-H.
Yes.
Foe!
But so is the sleep schedule back to normal? How good are we
No.
feeling? Still
what?
Still exhausted?
Why would it be back to normal in 3 days?
It's been like 3 weeks since you had it.
No, but that was those pictures that I showed you. That was the day before and the
Okay.
day before that.
Okay.
Yeah, no. That
Gotcha.
is. Yeah, no. I should be sleeping right now.
What is that? Do you like slam a couple of Cokes before this, or like just caffeine?
It's what you gotta do. What you gotta do. So I said that today was the concert for Metalocalypse and Baby Metal, but I just can't go to it because
Right.
I can't stand that long, and I had the pit seat.
Mm.
And the only other seats available were nosebleeds. And I'm like, I'm not going to pay twice to have horrible seats.
Yeah.
And I just physically cannot stand it.
And who knows, honestly,
missing
with
out.
like the amount of fatigue, you could just be in that chair and it could just be like, this chair kind of comfy. And even with
You know what I'm saying?
you're just sitting there like,
Like, you know what? I'm going to brave the mosh pit and the pit. And then I'll just get knocked over. I'm just like, I just can't get back up. And it's just over
That's
for
it.
me.
I'm just
You're
laying
done.
here now.
And I legitimately...
Dude, I get it.
My thought was, I was just like, okay, I can just buy the pit and then also by the nosebleed. So when I get tired, I can just go up, and I'm like, that just doesn't make any sense because I know once I get tired, I'm just gonna go back up there. I'm just gonna be sitting there the entire time, so it's worthless. So yeah, it was just a whole like. So I'm just missing out on that concert.
That's unfortunate.
Yep.
Yeah, the when they were in Ohio, it was like a Thursday. And then the next day is one of my work from office days. And my company is like, on those days, you have to come into the office or you use a vacation day. And like, I don't want to do that. And then I don't want to drive 2 hours there just to drive 2 hours back, like at 2 to 3 a.m. or whatever time it would be. So then we have to wake up in like 3 hours to go to work. Oh, yeah. What's up, Meme? All right. So, quite a lot has happened in these past couple weeks, besides the Compros getting COVID.
No, nothing's happened. Compros went into a hibernation status and nothing happened.
And nothing. No new games that people have been excited about. BG's been
No
bored,
new
honestly.
Netflix series dropping.
Yeah.
Nothing.
BG's been just bored out of his mind, honestly, with nothing to do.
That's it. He's been doing nothing. He's been
tired.
programming.
I've been tired.
Oh,
Dude,
how
it's
I've
like-
been programming.
Welcome to my life. All right, but before we get into all that transpired, your monthly, this time, reminder, Black Lives Matter, Stop Asian Hate, get your vaccines and boosters. There's a new one coming out soon. Go fucking get it. The Compros can attest. Wear your masks in crowded indoor places. Support Ukraine, support LGBTQ rights, support body autonomy, pay your employees what they are worth. I should probably also add, don't be a dickhead to your employees. Jimmy Fallon,
Support
we'll get to
union
you in
strikers.
we'll get to him in a second. And be good to one another.
I'm going to share with you guys a text that I sent my manager when I found out that I got COVID.
Oh. Oh, you texted your manager. That's an interesting dynamic.
Yeah, I can't. I'm not going to call. I'm just done. So,
Doesn't want.
I don't call nobody anyway.
I was gonna
I've
say,
never worked for a company that would accept anything but a phone call.
Dude,
my direct team, I text.
legitimately,
No.
95% of my communication is through team.
Legit, if you need to do something, I have to email my boss, his boss, and then twice to each the personal and work accounts, and functionally leave a message saying this is me vocalizing my request and what's going on.
So, I sent them the positive COVID test. They were like, yo, okay, how do you feel? Fever? I said a bit of a sore throat, runny nose, and a bit of fatigue. She said, okay, same with me a few years ago. I'm not sure about the current protocol. I'll log in when I get home to see it. If it's okay to come in, are you going to, or what are you thinking?
What?
I tested positive for COVID. She's just like, so you coming in tomorrow, or what's going on? Like,
Oh,
Get out of there! What the?
yeah. Dude, even at my company, it's mandatory 1 week out. Mandatory. And then
Yeah.
it's by symptom basis. If you are still symptomatic after that week, round 2 of 1 week being gone.
Yeah, I did 2 weeks and then 3 straight days of negative tests before I went back in.
so yeah, that's my job.
It's time to
Treat your
go.
employees correctly. Because if I
It's time
came
to
in
go.
there just a bundle of COVID, everybody been done got it.
Mhm.
Yeah.
And there's no work from home.
Why not though?
So my job is currently there is a big union strike going,
Hey, good.
Mhm.
and it is affecting quite a lot. And they're like,
Uh-huh.
well, we could make you guys work from home, or we got another
Or-
site that you guys could go to that's like all the way out in like it's like
Nova.
20 miles out. So it's like, you guys, this is really inconvenient. But people are, they're not like doing anything malicious. They're just, as people are coming in, they're just sort of glaring at them and doing stuff like that. Just so, just sort of, they got their pickets and stuff like that. So yeah, now we're dealing with that also. And that's been going.
Okay, but why isn't there work from home? That doesn't answer that question.
I asked that question. and
Correct.
Somebody said, the manager said somebody messed it up very bad.
Somebody messed it up.
Somebody did a bad. Whatever that bad is, they did it and they ruined it for everybody forever.
I hate. It's like punish that person.
Mhm.
Don't
And then
punish
even if you
everyone.
wanna-
Nope.
Even if you want to punish the team, a couple of months and it's just like, okay, you guys, I hope you've learned your lesson. Let's get back to
No.
it.
You know, the same thing happened at my company with relocation bonuses. Even if you're coming from like the furthest out my company has places with it, which is West Virginia right now, there you have to apply for a relocation assistance, and even then, unless you have somebody fighting for you to get it, they're not going to do it because one person took that bonus and then dipset.
Oof.
Mm.
It's always
So now-
just one douchebag.
That's it. That's all it
Uno.
takes.
Douchebago. Wackus. Well, if everyone caught it, just go back in as usual. Duh,
we all
DA.
got it, so we're all equal, so no masks again.
Yeah, you know what? That's it. That's the truth of it.
Yep.
Everybody's done.
Yeah, I don't know. Like, we had like specific COVID sick days before at my job, but like I don't know what it is now. Obviously, if it's like use your sick days and then after that we'll talk, that's what I'll do. But it's just like, hey, I'm gonna work from home. If I have to work, I am working from home. I don't care if I'm supposed to come in the office. I'm not getting people sick.
That I swear,
You're being selfish, Michael. You need to be
I know.
coming in and doing your due diligence at the office.
I know.
Think
I
about
would-
office economy. We're paying the bills here for this building, and you're just not
Okay,
going to come
Hold
in.
on. So you're paying the bills for the building. What does using it do? It doesn't generate you money.
It does the opposite, actually.
Yeah.
It's just a place. So
The
the
more
only
lights you have
thing
on, the more
is-
money you're paying.
The only thing is you don't want to look at it as a black hole. You don't want to
Correct.
look at it as we spent all this money and it's not being used and that's just sunk money. That's
Correct.
literally the only reason.
Correct.
Mm-hmm.
Because I can understand if, like, contractually, like you had a office cafeteria and you got a cut of the money of that cafeteria, and if nobody's there, you're not getting the money and you're still on the hook for whatever food it is. I can understand stuff like that where it's just like we need to get people back in and using our facilities so we can get our money being generated.
No.
I walk into my office. Our kitchen has a vending machine. Y'all don't get money from that. Everything else is just there. They buy the coffee for us, so y'all losing money by me being here. And then you gotta pay the bills for the electricity and stuff. Like what?
Yep.
What's really the point? Heating? You could save so much money on heating and cooling if nobody's there. But then you just gotta look at the empty office like, oh, we spent money on this and now we can't use it. Boo.
Mm-hmm.
God, I
Correct.
hate America.
But BT,
That's not just America, dude.
if they don't have the
It's corporate
office,
everything.
where will I waste a half hour going up and randomly talking to someone?
Don't talk to me.
Hey, that over there, that's King. We don't talk to him.
Yeah. I walk in with my headphones. There's a very narrow hall. Walk past people, all you get is, I don't even say, just mumble anything. And people will just try to start talking to me. I'm like, do you not see? And just make a big show of just like, hey, there's that. There's the guy.
Sorry, hold on. Pause. Yeah. We've said this so many times before. I don't understand the lack of slide back on etiquette that you don't perceive. That I believe this conversation is over at this point. Don't try to keep engaged.
Also, just the fact that I feel like some people don't realize how good noise canceling headphones are now these days.
Mm-hmm.
I just had a couple of times where just people don't like actually just come up to me and like, you know, tap on the desk or something. Like a lot of people like turn and just be like, "Hey, Mike," and I can't hear them.
I will always, if I see somebody with some big headphones on or they're doing, I'll just be like, just to let them know, like, instead of just starting talking and then you done got through half your conversation and they're just like,
I use one earbud at a time, only on my right side, because everybody else in my office is to my left. Yeah, that's the crib side. And everybody else on because everybody in my office is on my left. And even then, sometimes they'll have to go, hey, before I'm just like, huh? What? Were you talking to me? Because once I'm in, I'm focused and I do not pay attention to y'all. It's the same thing when I'm reading. Even if I'm reading something and you call out to me, I may not hear you because I'm so focused on it. I don't really perceive someone calling out directly to me.
So I just saw Hope just said, back at the start of my old job under contract, we still had to come in and clean the office even though they all got to work from home, played so much Animal Crossing. I like how,
yeah,
so
I
like,
guess that is, you know, there's nothing to do.
Yeah,
Nothing to clean, really.
At the beginning of when we were starting to come back into office at my job, basically there was like super high sanitation standards just because, again, you know, COVID could exist on surfaces, what have you. And there was these little cards that were everywhere that just said like this surface or this desk has been sanitized or this workstation has been sanitized, whatever. But it finally got to the point where I guess the cleaning crew just stopped caring. So where you would just like put the little card off to the side. The next day it would be like in between the keyboard, but say you had like a stain from like your coffee or something, it's still there. It's like they didn't clean shit.
Yeah, we got it. Yeah.
Spray some Lysol around your desk and like, job well done.
I spritzed.
Just dried it with their eyes.
But everybody stopped caring eventually, and that's just the way it went. Because even when you went to like a fast food place, there used to be, even though even during it wasn't as strict, but there would be like partitions, people using the big old face guards.
No, we beat it. It's over.
Yeah, and then like 2 months after the reopen, it was just like, kind of don't need to do this anymore,
Back to normal.
right?
Back to normal. Everybody, back to normal. Nothing happened. Back to normal.
And that's it, everything. People are always just like, and it's the same thing with like escapism in video games, where it's just like, I don't want to be paying attention. It is such a, I don't want to really confront what's happening in front of me. So
it's easier to live in ignorance.
Let's just not confront it. Let's just not do it. Let's just barrel forward into the things I want to think about and talk about.
Yep. Oh boy.
Just like people that don't want to have conversations of the good and the bad about a movie they like.
Boy, people in my personal life talking about not confronting actual problems. That's especially in regards to COVID. But we got
out of sight, out of mind. If
Yeah.
I don't see it, it's not real. That's the thought process nowadays with basically 90% of people.
Yep, we got quite a bit to talk about, though, so I'm going to blitz through things that I think are going to be quick. And then if we want to talk about stuff, we can talk about stuff. Different trailers for some different movies. Aquaman 2, I should say. Amber Heard was in about 0.5 seconds of the trailer.
If it even wasn't a pure CGI version of her.
Yeah, it was just like nothing, her doing a little move, cut away.
There was more coverage of her cosplaying for Elon Musk than she was in that trailer.
It's a movie that looks like a movie people would go see.
I feel like there was also a heavy reshooting to shoot around.
Yes.
I think they've gone through 6 versions of the film.
Which is
At one point, they lost the current version of the film, and it could not be found on their servers.
And I've also heard that all 6 versions have tested horribly.
Woo!
Fantastic.
Dumpster fire.
This is gonna be the one.
Yep. All right. I guess Square Enix is not in a good place right now. They are currently down $2 billion, I think, this year.
Yep.
Mostly due
All
to
thanks to Final Fantasy 16, guys.
Incorrect. It was due to previous games before Final Fantasy 16.
No, it's all 16. The ending sucked. It's bankrupting Final Fantasy and Nomura. Blame Nomura.
That's just me. Other people don't have problems with the ending. We have.
No, my brother did too. You're not alone in that. There's a lot of people who don't like the ending.
The Game Stonks movie came out. I'm not sure if anyone here has seen that. Dumb Money. It's been.
I saw the trailer, and that's all I needed to see on it.
Okay.
What?
They
I've
made
not
a
heard of
movie
this.
about the whole
GameStop stocks and AMC and all that.
what the hell? What was the thing that they did? Why?
GameStop stocks.
Yes, but they did a certain thing that I'm trying to remember.
You talking about
squeeze.
shorting the market?
Short squeeze. There we go.
Yeah, they shorted the market.
Yeah. Well, the people short squeeze the people shorting the market, but yes.
Good reviews and everything.
No. It looks good.
Oh,
But-
Seth Rogen.
All I needed to see was the trailer, and I got it.
Yeah, one of the things that I from like stuff that I've read about it, I haven't watched it yet, was basically each of the main characters that they introduce, it's like their name, they have a placard that has their name and then their net worth, just to like show the dichotomy between the people that did the short squeeze and then the billionaires that were part of the hedge funds. And just like how they go about different aspects of life, where it's just like, hey, for a Saturday night, the people with like maybe $100K in net worth, it's like, oh, we got some craft beer today, guys, woo! And then the billionaires at like a lavish party with $100 champagne and like you know, very, very expensive booze and what have you. I do want to see it, but trailer for Godzilla -1 that I am very excited about. Japanese Godzilla movies have been hitting. So, Hayao? I always mispronounce his first name. Miyazaki.
Hayao?
Hayao Miyazaki. There we go. Thank you. His last movie came out, The Boy and the Heron, got good reviews.
No.
And this was his swan
Not
song,
last.
and he's retired now.
No,
He's not.
he's not.
Just because he is
He
a
came right
Japanese
back into the office.
He's a Japanese working man. He came back in after the premiere. He's like, I got more ideas. And he will keep working
I got
until
another one in me.
until he dies.
82.
Oh, yeah, until he
Japan is
dies, he will
different,
continue
dude.
to fucking go.
Yeah.
That culture is so different, dude.
The and then and on that note, not Japanese man, Ian McKellen also was just like, I don't plan on retiring as long as my body and my mind can do the job. I'm gonna do the job. So
Cats too.
So everybody just wants to be, end up like Bruce Willis. You'll keep acting until you're acting and you don't know who you are anymore.
well,
I feel like
he had an actual medical condition.
It's not a good way to be. You gotta call it. You gotta call it, man.
See, no,
Because eventually
there are
somebody
some
will be fucking Jaegering your ass on the fucking set. There's gotta be a time to call it.
But the thing is that for a lot of people, this has essentially been their life for most of their life.
Mm-hmm.
All they've done is these jobs for 10 to 14 hours a day every day. And now for the rest of my life, I'm not doing that job. It could be a very scary endeavor.
Plus, I know Ian has he's very passionate about acting, so he just really likes it.
Yeah, I'm not sure why Ralph be lagging. But...
I don't know.
He'll
Something's
live.
going on.
His in Midwestern
the hamster.
bush.
Go feed the hamster, Ralph.
Hamsters fed.
And this goofy mother in Baldur's Gate 3 being goofy-ish.
Oathbreaker
He
Ralph.
sucks. He sucks.
I don't know what you're talking about. DA, stop yawning. Get your head in the game.
I'm not yawning because of anything that anybody said. I'm yawning because I should be asleep an hour and a half ago.
But let's see, what else have we got? E3 no longer has a home. There hasn't been a convention for the last
exist.
3 years, but now it officially at the LA Convention Center is like, yeah, no. Which, like, understandable.
It'd be such a long-standing thing that people would want to go to, regardless of the attractions and stuff like that, just for the environment and for the potential. I'm kind of tying this into YomaCon
Oh.
because
Oh,
There's a tug collar there.
Yes,
Yeah.
there is.
yeah.
That con is dead. That shit is
It's
dead
awful.
and done.
It's legitimately awful.
Yeah, no. This might be. I think the first year we went was like 2008. I think the one we went to in 2008 is going to be 10 times better than this one. And that one had like 2,000 people going to it, if even that.
It wasn't even in Detroit in those years, right?
No,
It was not.
Because I think
it
I
was in like
went.
the outskirts. I think it was
Yeah,
in-
I went
yeah,
in
something like that.
either 2010, I think, was one of my first years. 2010 or 11. No, I was a freshman. So that would have been 2009.
I was just about to say, I think it was 2009 for you.
Okay.
Mine would be 2010 then. 2010,
that sounds about
2011.
Well, no.
I
You were 2 years
Nope, it was
after because I
2011.
met them and then we got a hotel room together, just the three
And
of
then the
us,
next
and then the
year
next
you
year we
came.
got you.
Yeah, okay.
So it would have been
Okay.
2011.
Because I remember.
Okay. Oh,
EA
you're
winning
right.
Best in Show in
Yes.
2010, and I think that was the second year we knew Mike offline.
Mm-hmm.
But they announced 3 voice actors, 5 Power Rangers, and 16 VTubers. And then somebody on the Discord, one of the other heads of the departments, was like, "Yeah, I think we got more guests." I'm like, "Y'all better."
How could you think when it's a
You're
month and
a
a
head
half,
of a department,
and
What?
it's a month and a half
they
out?
still don't have hotel.
Yeah.
No, they
that's-
don't.
What are the VAs?
They have nothing.
The VA for it was Ian Corlett, the first voice of Goku in the Ocean dub. The first voice, Brian Drummond, the first voice of Vegeta in the Ocean dub, and somebody else that I cannot remember who was also in the Ocean dub, and he's one of those Canadian people.
Okay.
6? YomaCon is blacklisted in a lot of different aspects, including the
Correct.
VA market, because they looks like they were paying them with gift cards one year, so they're just like,
Until things change, maybe.
Wow.
I don't.
Also, 16 VTubers.
Yeah, I saw that. They were like, "Hey, we got blankety blank," and I looked at it, and then the list was just like scroll, and it was all VTubers.
Anyone you like,
That's all they
DA?
can get.
You're the expert here.
Hey, but people go crazy.
Oh,
for
yes, they do.
VTubers.
Yes, they do.
It's a fairly prominent. I think it's like the 4th biggest American-based VTubing company. And there's 16 of them. So you're gonna get people that know them. You're gonna get people that might check them out just because they know VTubers. You might get people that they're just bored, and it's all about getting people in there without having to pay for planes. It looks like. And that's what the purpose of that is, which is very get it out.
So yeah, what was it at?
It sounds like it's just done, dude. Like it needs to go.
Or just a heavy, like monumentous restructuring.
You have to liquidate the entire company. It's top down.
Yeah, like they had that booth at Oda that had, I know, like quite a few VTubers, but like I think there was only like 5, maybe more that I recall. Like at least the art for them at that booth, not the majority of your guests.
Correct.
Boy. Let's see here. We have rumors, but I think it's basically been all but confirmed at this point that Nintendo did show off the new console at Gamescom to devs. Showed off a couple of different things. Where was that article? I had it. Nope.
While he's looking for BG, is that you've seen that MK Switch? Is that real? Oh, they need to start focusing on power, cause that's unacceptable.
What's going on here?
Live look at somebody. This is a live look at somebody doing the Cyrax fatality, and it's supposed to show the world, and it blows up and all of that.
Dude,
no, this is this is legit.
MK
and there's the explosion, and now it's over
horribly on Switch.
Terribly, probably one of the worst ports that have ever come out.
Okay.
Didn't know it was being ported to Switch. That's a terrible idea.
All right, so
there's been a lot of screenshots of particularly Johnny Cage that have been, oh boy, it legitimately looks like a PSP game. And this is not one of those, it's PS2 graphics because it's not next gen graphics type of thing. It legitimately looks like a PS2 game.
That is bad shit, man.
I'm going to send you guys some shots of it.
Okay. I was gonna ask.
Yeah, please do.
You're already on it.
Let's see. Eurogamer has reported that last month's Gamescom and I can't pronounce that. Developer presentations took place for the Switch 2 with tech demos of how well the system runs. One of these demos is said to have been a souped-up version of Breath of the Wild, basically like 4K graphics, better load times, etc., etc. Woo!
Where?
I'm pulling this up in Discord. I'm gonna put it up on the stream. I want the Johnny Cage comparison.
People fabricate stuff, modding and stuff like that. Yes. So I'm like, I can't even trust that this is a real thing.
Hold on.
The guy I showed you is a guy I know very well. He would not do those types of things.
Who's a better voice actor, Ronda Rousey or Megan Fox, BG?
It goes back and forth. He's really bad as Natara. It's horrible. And
I've seen one clip and it was like worthy.
I'm gonna assume it was the that blade is enchanted.
Yes, there it is. That's the one. And Mike, what the fuck?
Yeah, no, that's legit.
No way.
Yeah, no, that's the Switch version of it. Like I said, it looks like a.
He looks like the shocked face meme. The
yes
meme.
that looks like a character model from the original Dead Rising.
Yeah, dude. It's
oh, Mike, what was that? There were more.
I'm gonna assume you saw smoke getting shot.
No.
Who is this?
Yo. Look at the stream, homie. Open the stream.
I'm gonna assume it's the smoke getting shot.
Oh,
no,
it's the
it's
smoke?
not. It's somebody being stabbed. No, it's somebody being stabbed.
No, is it in the neck?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, no. That Striker with his taser shocking smoke.
Oh, you can't be serious.
There is negative texture on that hair. It is just a block.
Is that Kitana?
No, that's Melina.
Melina.
Yes.
Wow.
That horrible polygon hair.
Dude.
Whew.
Why even release the game?
Because people
put it out?
Hey, several people bought it. It's gonna
did they buy it or did they buy it for the goof?
There's gonna be at least 200K sales of this. Why wouldn't you?
It's not worth it.
Why wouldn't you?
Dude, no way. No, the return rate alone will fucking deficit that.
They already got their money. Who cares?
Yeah.
Especially if it's like they have it for a week, it's not going to be returned. You're going to GameStop. Let's use sales, baby. They don't care.
They're probably just gonna do minor patches, or they can't just leave.
There's no fixing that. There's no actually fixing what's wrong with
just
that.
a block of hair.
Yeah.
Johnny Cage is killing me.
BG, Alfonso wants to know if MK1 is better than MK11 so far.
By far.
We
not
will
even
get to that. I have a few more short things, and then that's going to be... We'll let BG go on his tangent. We had a short little snippet thing, like little presentation, officially with Charles Martinet and Shigeru Miyamoto on his send-off. Still don't know if Charles knows what the hell he's going to be doing. But
You will be involved, will I?
It sounds like he's still allowed to go off and do convention stuff.
Yeah.
He's the voice of Mario and just get a paycheck for not voicing in fan works as Lario.
yeah.
They're giving him an unofficial pension, so they keep him under retainer and he doesn't get snatched.
Yeah. One of the things where I was just like, because maybe it's just the fact that he's getting older, what have you, and Nintendo was like, okay, it's time to bring in somebody new. But every time someone keeps redeeming the sound alert that we have for him going, it's fucking bullshit, in Luigi's voice, I'm like, maybe maybe Nintendo saw that and was like, oh, you're fucking done.
Look how it lags! Oh my god!
What?
Isn't even
MK1 on Switch.
Oh.
But yeah, but it was a cute little thing with Papa, like all that stuff. Martinet seems like a fun dude.
Yeah. When I met him and got our fantastic picture that there's no problems with, he was a very, very nice person. He'll sit there and talk to you for like 5-6 minutes. Very, very personal.
All right. Other tiny pieces of game news.
Fine picture.
Acceptable.
Other little teeny bits of game news. Showing off more of Nick All-Star Brawl 2. It's looking really good. Honestly. Like, I thought the last game... Go ahead.
They took the things that worked and kept them and took the things that didn't work and got rid of them. And now we're in a position where this could be a good fighting game outside of just a dumb party, hey, Helga versus SpongeBob.
Mm-hmm.
A Smash replacer, if you will.
Not replacer, but like potential legitimate competitor. There hasn't been many games that I would say that about, like maybe Brawlhalla.
No. Brawlhalla's not in there.
There's
no way.
This has the notoriety. This is the second one. They have legitimate
Multiverses
working on it.
Yeah, Multiverses would be the only other one that I can think of too. There's
remember that game?
Rivals of Aether, that's the other one. There's like those are the three.
Is it still coming out?
Two? Yeah, it's still getting
No, not two. Multiverses.
Oh, I think so.
Yeah, they just went. Right,
Dude, I forgot all about that game. Not even going to lie to you. I forgot that shit existed.
But yeah, like the first game itself was fun. It was just unpolished, and this actually looks like it has a very good coat of polish on it. And then adding the slime meter mechanics and actually adding meter mechanics, which is different from just about any other platform fighter out there. It's looking really good, and all
sir, PlayStation All Stars Battle Royale, sir.
Yeah, where's that game at?
On the PlayStation, sir.
You don't hear anybody talking about Resurgence or anything.
You
That
never
game
hear
die.
Hey, it's not like a Crash Spyro. Hey, can y'all bring this back?
Hey,
No.
y'all remember this great game? It's just like, no, that happened. Move
Yeah.
on.
Like the game Wet, which was a John Woo type thing with this woman.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah,
Oh,
it's just like
yeah.
that. Like, hey, that existed, and now we have grown.
Every society acknowledged that this existed, and now that's all we're gonna say about it.
They wasted a bunch of slots. The problem was that 80 80% of the problem was the way you killed or won the games, which you could only hurt or get a point by doing supers. And the other 20% was the in roster.
They had Cat.
Cat was awesome. But I think she was DLC.
Yeah, she was. She wasn't in base
It
game.
wasn't even. It wasn't even.
In Fat Princess is just on the cover like, who is this?
Oh, Big Daddy, are you PlayStation?
To be fair, I feel like most people would see Cat and go, "Who is this?" as well.
But it's a name on PlayStation. I would know Cat before I knew Fat Princess.
Same here, but I'm just saying I think we're also in a minority.
Cat over Fat Princess? I don't know about the minority on that.
Of the 10 people that have probably played Gravity Rush.
Great game.
It is a very good game.
You don't tell me 30 people that have played that game. You tell me.
Jesus Christ!
Jesus Christ!
I love that game. And then we have Bethesda has now stated that Elder Scrolls 6 is in early development, like 6 years after that teaser trailer was shown. This is even worse than Kingdom Hearts. Like at least Go ahead.
I think it's just about as bad as the initial teaser for like Persona 5. Because that was supposed to be like a launch PS3 game. So that was like 6 years.
But I mean, like you said the game, hey, we're announcing Elder Scrolls 6 or 5, whatever fucking number, I don't care anymore. And then you say, hey, it's in early development 6 years later. Geez, we're still 4 years out from this game being anything.
Four.
Being anything is what I'm saying. Not released, Mike. I said being anything.
This is 6 years at a minimum, and it's a Bethesda game, so it's still gonna come out buggy as shit.
I mean,
Starfield does exist, so yeah.
Yes.
I saw those tears and stuff. I'm like, where's this coming from?
I was seeing.
I'm seeing more 7 and 8s than anything.
Yeah.
Oh no, dude! I think the Metacritic score is like 92, 89 or something.
Undeserved. No way.
No, they're legit. If you look at there's a whole meme about all the 9s and 10s it got, and then it's just like you forgot some scores, and there's like IGN with 6.
Metascore is
IGN
83.
gave it like you look at somebody added one of the devs of Baldur's Gate and showed them a whole bunch of like comparisons between Baldur's Gate on various review scoring metrics and Starfield, and they're just sitting here like, I'm not going to say anything bad about my fellow game devs, but thank you for appreciating our game.
Yeah, the meme that I saw was the dude like pouring champagne on himself, chewing on his metal, kissing some girl, and then he's about 10 podium stands below, or it's just like Baldur's Gate, Tears of a Kingdom, Resident Evil 4, like Street Fighter 6, like all these other games that have a higher score.
Best game 2023, game of the year, not a chance.
Oh, wait. Like, what potentially could be game of the year hasn't even come out yet.
Dude, I will never understand that. People are just like, I saw a lot of people with Starfield just going, yeah, this is going to be my game of the year. You haven't played it?
Yeah.
Gonna be. Branding, homie.
It's like,
branding.
We got
That's all it is.
Tears of a Kingdom, Baldur's Gate, more than likely Spider-Man 2 is going to be on there. Resident Evil 4.
Absolutely.
What else would be the 5th slot besides Starfield? The one game that is rated higher, I don't think it should be on the Game of the Year thing, is the remake of Metroid Prime. But it is rated higher. Usually it's like 5,
know what else
right?
Came out this year. I'm so like hooked into.
There's been a lot of Game of the Year contenders that have come out this year.
I would give Hi-Fi Rush before I give it to that.
Yes.
I would say what I am actually looking forward to finally possibly take me away from Baldur's Gate is the Phantom Liberty update to Cyberpunk the more I see about it, the more it looks like they're actually upgrading this game to be exactly what was promised originally. And that's got me kind of excited.
It's the No Man's Sky.
Yeah, legit. That game, when it launched, was such a disaster. And then Project Red put all their eggs in the right basket. Like, okay, we're going to fix this game to correlate to the release of this anime, and we're going to have a resurgence. And that's what happened. And then they went, hey, the resurgence worked. By the way, we're doing one real DLC, and it's going to make the game damn near perfect. And everyone's just like, we'll see. Trailers are coming out. Viewpoints are coming out. This game, I cannot wait.
I took 6 days off to play Spider-Man 2. I don't think I'll be done with Baldur's Gate by then.
No.
The Baldur's Gate is a game that like super facilitates multiple playthroughs just because all the decisions and all the different avenues that you can go.
I mean, look at it from our perspective. I have 2 different characters that I was fucking with up until way beyond the point where we're at. And I had never fallen in that fucking hole before.
Shows us how Ralph sucks.
Go fuck yourself.
What happened?
I have never seen that happen. I have stood on that crap. Nothing.
Dude,
I fall through.
My favorite clips so far have been memes timing with the drum rolls of when Ralph slipped and then when the dude got riddled with arrows. By far. And then also when Ralph died, like his character died, way the fuck away from us.
Yeah, that one. God.
Oh
damn.
yeah, you also made us kill an owlbear. I forgot. I'm getting pissed all over again.
Anything.
Oh boy.
I didn't make anybody do anything. I went to loot a skeleton. The owlbear made that choice.
The Nintendo Direct.
I didn't make that choice.
Things of note where we got a closer look at the Peach game, which is basically a Kirby game with just a little bit more than combat, which I'm okay with. Looks very fun. The Spy X Family game looks really adorable. Where you just do dumb little things as Anya. F-Zero 99. Moving on. Dude.
Gavin, I think it was Gavin that said somewhere a monkey paw curls. It's like, yeah.
So I saw a tweet. A dude back in like 2019 had said like the only thing that could revive X would be an F-Zero 99 style type thing. And then he retweeted out like, I wasn't serious. It's like, dude, you spoke that into the universe. That is exactly what happened.
Honestly, this could be what it is. Just because for the longest time, Nintendo's been like, we don't know if people want an F-Zero. We don't know if people want an F-Zero. So this just might be them throwing out a cheap way of being like, hey, do you want F-Zero?
I don't believe that. Because the same Capcom did the same thing with Darkstalkers. We're just like, buy the collection, maybe we'll make a new one. And that was like 12 years ago. And
they did it to us with Dot Hack too, homie. We did the same thing with GU.
Oh yeah, yup.
We ain't heard shit.
Either they already know they will be doing it, or they already know they're not going to be doing it. Unless this sells, I mean, like they expect
gangbusters.
Yeah, they expect like 100K people to buy it and play it, and it ends up being like 18 million. I don't think they're gonna give up.
Listen, Hope, you are a brother in my soul, but that's not going to happen.
Give me the Dot Hackers.
If they remade IMOC, I would cry.
Wasn't there where they were remaking the first four? Not remaking, but releasing the first four? Like
it was Whispers, yeah. It was Whispers. The lead developer of the original series was like, yeah, I've been approached by so-and-so about a possible such and such. You know, maybe this might be a thing. We'll keep an eye out. It's been 4 years.
Dang.
Jet's playing F-Zero 99 right now. He's liking it. Other stuff was different amiibos, one of which being the Sora amiibo. Now here is a truckload of copium that we're about to hear. So, right now in Smash Ultimate, Sora's amiibo data is not in the game currently, which is why people were speculating that they weren't even going to make a Sora amiibo. It has been announced, which means they have to patch the game to get his data in. Give us one more balance patch. Nerf the funny block man into the ground.
Oh yes, absolutely. Outside of him, what are you thinking about?
Ridley buff.
I always want that, but I'm not going to get that. Honestly, it's just balancing on Kazuya and Steve. That's about it.
I think there's enough data to be like these two are a big problem.
Yeah, honestly, I'll probably just tune-ups on all the final DLC characters that didn't really get anything. Sora, Kazuya, Aegis, Steve.
Hey guys, we're dropping this patch. Sora's Thunder Spell auto kills. There you go. Have fun.
Hey, it would help him.
And honestly, just in terms of competitive, there's only one Sora, and that is it. No one else has been able to do it.
We're buffing Sora. He can now just fly around the map without any fucking meter or break. He flies now.
Kazuya's rage meter just kills you.
It
doesn't have an amazing knockback. You just slam into the stage and you die. It wasn't strong enough, to be perfectly honest.
We've deleted Steve. Have a good day.
And people would rejoice.
Oh, wait, well, negative Steve is still high tier, though. Not top tier, but...
But so yeah, that's my copium. But the rest of the direct was a lot of remakes. A lot of remakes. Which the Switch is, in its swan song, so I can kind of get it. But yeah, there's just I guess a Japanese game that I guess was kind of popular that they are remaking. It was a DS game and a Wii or Wii U game that they are porting. It's like Another Code or something, I think it's called. Thousand Year Door remake, which people are very happy about.
Oh, you said 1,000 Year Blood War, and I was like, wait.
No. They are remaking that in anime form already right now. We already have the remake.
Dude, people are consuming the 1,000 Year Blood War with.
I saw a stupid tweet that was like, "Look at the sword play," and it was most just doing this.
But it looks pretty.
It didn't even.
I'm looking it up. No, you can't find it. It doesn't exist. You're exaggerating.
Dude, 1,000 Year Blood War has the best animation in anime right now. That's what it is.
If it is not exactly like BG described people doing this, I'm gonna be disappointed.
I swear, I'm gonna find
people with the glowing batons at a fucking concert.
I think I need to buy 2 really dumb looking toy katanas, and the next time we all hang out, we just need to film a epic Bleach sword play skit of me and BG just going,
dude,
limply.
I don't know. I know the episode just came out, at least with zombie. What was this ice fucking guy again?
Because all the villains of 1,000 Year Blood War are memorable and
yeah. The fucking Bleach captain, the fucking ice dragon. Fucking
Hitsugaya.
Forgot his name. Hitsugaya. Hitsugaya came out as the fucking zombie Hitsugaya, and now that's all I'm seeing on Twitter right now is just fan art of zombie Hitsugaya. Like it is the hottest thing ever done.
Of course.
And I'm sitting here, I'm like, it's because he's got tan skin and white hair. That's what did it for you, isn't it? That's the thing. Okay, cool.
BG is frantically looking. And
I'm gonna find this thing.
And it's the
even if I can't find it, porn. Even if I can't find
Oh,
it,
Lord's Day, my goodness.
even if I can't find it before the end of the stream, I will find this thing because it pissed me off tonight.
Jet buff the cool
Do you
Firebird
remember who
man.
it was?
What?
Remember who was fighting?
Yeah, the doctor dude.
The doctor dude?
Mayuri?
Yeah.
Mayuri? Or-
Mayuri, yeah. I don't. Oh.
I don't remember
I've
him
not
being
seen-
a part of that tweet, so I should bookmark these things at least.
Yeah, you should.
Ice Guy's a bum.
I should. That's a good point.
And then last bit of game news. On the same day as the Nintendo Direct, there was a State of Play, which I didn't even see the announcement for. It was just like later in the day, and it's like I keep seeing a stream of IGN things. So I'm like, oh, this is a thing. Mostly showing off stuff that's been already announced, just like deeper dives. We got some more Final Fantasy VII Rebirth, some more Spider-Man. Map is basically doubled in size, which is cool, adding Queens and Brooklyn. There was one other game, which I'm forgetting. And then the biggest surprise to me, because this game's been out for like a couple of years at this point, we're getting story DLC for Tales of Arise. Which is like, oh, hey, I really like that game. I'll take more of these characters. Cool. But that's about it for game news.
DA, please, I found it. DA, please say if I was accurate in what I
You can
said.
put that in the... You can send it to me.
Yep.
Oh, no.
I link this in the T200 general chat so Mike can put it on the channel.
Let's see.
I want to see this.
So, please, was I accurate in what I said, DA?
I need to see this.
Well, it's
I need
not
to see this.
fun that you found it, but that's just very bad.
Where is it?
I got it. Let's see.
Where the fuck? Where'd it go?
It's. Oh wow.
Everything goes
This
in the
page
podcast
is
of
down. What? Oh, there we
It
go.
sometimes does that when you
Twitter.
But yeah.
Podcast of stuff?
everything goes in
discussion.
there.
I see Hey, he's the guy with the tan skin.
Wow.
That's what I was talking about.
Man, people don't. AV editors don't even need to edit
Oh.
faces anymore. It's just there, huh?
Oh, that is literally what's just happening here.
Dude,
Alright.
it's literally just
I can predict your strikes, huh?
Right here.
Is that?
Standards
Oh
are
my
very-
god! Look at that. That is left, right. I can predict
Man,
your attacks.
It's the same
Everyone just
animation.
like, oh, look at the swords! Like, what are we doing?
Nobody's ducking. Nobody's. It's all just clashing of the swords.
The
That's all, man.
swordsmanship.
All right.
Outstanding.
So, the last bit of news I had before kind of our big things. The Jimmy Fallon stuff. Did you guys see?
No idea.
The controversy.
No idea.
So,
I also hope you have the Drew Barrymore stuff.
I forgot, but we can talk about that as well. So Jimmy Fallon, or a bunch of former and current employees of Jimmy Fallon, the Jimmy Fallon Show, had put out a bunch of different testimonies and what have you on basically a toxic work environment, how they were verbally and mentally abused by Jimmy Fallon, where people were like, hey, basically there were quote unquote bad Jimmy days where just he would lash out basically for the smallest contrivance and led to some people like having severe anxiety, depression, suicidal thoughts. Like it was pretty bad. He has since, I guess, apologized in some kind of like company Zoom call, but like one of those things where we, probably at this point actions were going to speak a lot louder than words.
Oh yeah.
So the update to the one article says, reportedly apologized to Tonight Show staffers following the Rolling Stone report. It was a Rolling Stone report, actually. It's embarrassing and I feel so bad. Sorry if I embarrassed you and your family and friends. You're probably said in brief Zoom. I feel so bad. I can't even tell you. I want the show to be fun. It should be inclusive for everybody. It should be funny. It should be the best show, the best people. But you need to work on yourself.
Yeah, don't put yourself in a position where you need to apologize.
Mm-hmm.
Just be. It's not difficult to be a decent person. Not even good. Because, if like I said, my job, I'm just. If it was just like a poll, just like, hey, is King a nice guy? I'd be like, he's alright.
Decent guy.
Decent. He's not yelling at nobody, but he's not really interacting with people.
It takes active effort to be a dickhead.
Yes.
Oh yeah, 1000%.
Or
Well, actually, you know what?
takes-
I shouldn't say that. Ralph, it oozes out of him effortlessly, but you know, for other.
I feel like it's not so much it takes effort to be a dickhead. I think it takes.
I am a great person. I have.
Effort.
Do I know you?
No effort.
I know what you're talking about. I am an exemplary human with no darkness. None. Zero. There's no assholery.
No oaths broken.
There's no oaths broken.
Anyway, sorry. BG, you were saying something.
Oh, what was I saying?
Deleted.
It's not hard to. It's not effort to be a dick. It's effortless to be the person that you are.
Mm-hmm.
So if you are a dick, there's no effort to be that person. There's actually effort to be a decent person.
That's true.
Same thing with decent people. I would find it extremely hard to be a dick.
Like
I
legit.
would have to actually put effort into just being a piece of garbage to somebody. Even just a single interaction out of my day that lasts 2 minutes.
Mhm.
I would have to put in the effort to go, I am going to be this.
Yeah, I am speaking with intention to hurt you.
But for people that's just who they are,
Mm-hmm.
there's no effort there. It's effort to go, I'm going to speak in a way that will compliment you.
Mm-hmm. Now, if
So,
we're playing like
might
Mario
just be a
Party,
dick.
that is just all effort to hurt everyone.
Oh yeah. I don't try to hurt people. I am typically
I was
on the
watching
receiving
back
end.
the most recent one, and just how many times of Mike is worthless. That was sad.
I mean,
in that place.
Are you being a dick to someone when you say factual statements about them?
Yes.
no.
So I was just like,
No.
"Oh, your teeth are jacked." You'd be like, well, that's kind of true.
It's true, but is it a dick thing?
It would
It's not
be-
like they're not making fun of
It
you
would be
for it.
contextual based. Because if you was walking out, you're like, yo,
So-
your teeth. But if it was just like, hey, do I have something in my jacked up teeth? It's like, yo, those are
So-
jacked up teeth.
Mike, what was the context of me calling you worthless?
Me not rolling the number that you wanted me to roll.
Was he factually
No
worthless?
chance.
Were you factually worthless then?
I think my charm in the fact that I didn't roll that number was of worth.
I'm sorry.
I'm in support of the Mike being worthless camp here.
You can't
it's a
be at-
factual statement.
You can't.
Oh,
be at work.
boy! Get in there! Foul! And foul!
I need to put that above.
You can't be at work, hired for a specific job, fail entirely at that job, and then go, but my charm. Like, no,
think
get
so.
out. You are worthless to our company.
I mean, PG makes a really good point. Just saying.
Contextually, it sounded like you were worthless.
All right. Moving on. So yeah, just without action, the words kind of mean nothing. He actually has to
Yeah,
make a
anybody can
conceded effort.
apologize for anything.
Exactly.
Like,
He needs to
that
make a
means
conceded
nothing.
effort, which ties into Miss Drew Barrymore. She is for now backing up statements, but we'll see how long that continues. So how this all started was obviously both writers and actors at the moment are on strike in North America with the Writers Guild and SAG-AFTRA.
And that time is ticking down for the companies.
Oh, they know it too.
Was it how much
And they
lost
know it.
by
October 1st.
was it Warner that gave the announcement?
I think it was Netflix, the head of Netflix or something.
So yeah,
can't
someone
remember.
announced it's like they lost like billions and billions of dollars right now due to this writer strike. And it's like, oh, you know how much it would cost to give all the demands that the writers and actors wanted?
Yeah.
Well, like you lost billions. Imagine if you just put a billion to what they wanted.
And it's not
Almost
even that.
like
It was
they're
like
very
0.5%, 0.01% or something like that, where it's just like, that's how much of what your loss is that you just would, that's all we're asking for? That's all they're asking for? And it's stupid, but
And DA just said it. It sounds like if people not working for you can cost you billions, it sounds like they're important and are worth the money they're asking for. It's not even like every single person is just like, I'm asking for, everyone deserves $1 million a year. It's just like fair stuff. And you are losing billions by not doing fair stuff.
$2.1 billion that they are looking to lose in Q4 due to the writers and actors strike.
Q4 is coming up.
Yep.
Cause they have no,
They have
ABC
nothing
and all
slated
of
for
them-
like the halfway through
ABC
next
and
year.
all of them said that they've already got their holiday movies already shot and everything. But beyond that, like seasonal stuff that's not shot,
Mm-hmm.
what are you gonna do?
Mm-hmm.
What's coming out in the fall for Fox right now or the winter? They need this to be rolling, and it's just not.
Mm-hmm.
We saw what happened with UPN. They were like, "Nah, y'all got it."
Oh yeah.
They didn't even strike it. It was just the intent to strike it. They were like, "Nah, y'all, homie."
Yeah.
Ain't even holiday time.
They were like, "Got it. Whatever you want."
Actually, also, I just saw too that the Marvel VFX artists they formed a
Yep.
union now, which is really cool.
Yep.
But
They
Drew
need
Barry-
to. They're getting
The
dumpstered.
auto workers have gone on strike.
Yep. There's a
And,
lot of
Dude, I knew about that before it happened too. I fucking there was somebody I know who has a friend who were like, yeah, no, we have to cancel a vacation because like we don't know what's going to be going on because this is happening in like 2 days. I was like,
Mhm.
Yeah.
damn.
But back to Miss Barrymore. So she is I think a part of SAG-AFTRA, and also the Canadian equivalent, whose name I am forgetting, who is also striking right now. She scabbed quite a few times by one shooting a commercial in Canada. And it was just like, okay, that's not cool. And then started production on her talk show that is in Canada, where none of her writers are there, but she was writing, which is also scabbing for the writers from WGA. And then she was going to be featured in this like writers like award ceremony or like some kind of I forget what it was, where she was going to be like the head presenter of it for this group of authors, which are writers. And then when that got out, they were like, yeah, since you're kind of scabbing, no, you're not going to be a part of that. And then she, fully announced that she was intent on restarting up her show. And you're just like, hey, like, you are really fucking up right now. And then today or yesterday, she responded saying, we have canceled production on our show. I am sorry for, scabbing.
Yeah.
In essence.
It's funny because she did have an out, and the out is that talk show hosts, if they don't produce content by a certain time on their contract, can just outright lose their show.
Yes.
So she had hey, I don't want to lose the entirety of my show, the people that work on the show. I don't want them to just lose their jobs. So I am gonna go forward with this.
But no, you were factually
no,
proven to just be
she's
being
just
a
like-
piece of shit.
Just being a piece, just like Mila Kunis and Ashton Kutcher. Just being pieces.
Ooh. That was,
Oh,
God,
yeah.
so much happened this past month.
I mean, even today, the Russell Brand thing popped up.
Yeah.
What?
The document.
Oh.
Sexual abuse allegations.
Rape, sexual assault, harassment, abuse. Yeah.
4 victims, 4 alleged victims with mountains of evidence. There was like a 95-minute documentary on it
Yep.
that dropped. Oh
Yeah,
yeah.
he's done. He put out a video also like ahead of
video.
You saw that? Yeah, dude, it was. Oh, dude, he was like, before all this comes out, you need to understand this is a witch hunt. The liberal media base is coming
Cancel
after me.
culture.
The worst
Yup.
was
Damn woke.
the worst was he went, all my relationships have been, and then there's a clear, hard cut, consensual.
Oh yeah,
I
it was a shit cut. It was a
All
shit.
of my relationships have been, to my knowledge, consensual. Like, no. That's implications.
Yeah, there's one that was 16 at the time. So
The video is
Yeah.
called, I think, So This Is Happening. And
yep.
all the regulars are already onto it going, it's a witch hunt. Musk, Tucker Carlson. Just like, when you speak out against the drug companies, this is what they do. They try to tear you down.
Which, like,
It's been a rough couple weeks, dude.
But I mean, it's like we knew a while ago. Katy Perry had said that the dude was genuinely sketch. So
and yeah, I was about to say, just like, of the people of, the famous people for this kind of stuff to come out on, probably would have been near the top of my list. But
yeah.
But that Mila Kunis Ashton Kutcher was just like, that what we thought it was only going to be for the judge. You're just like, that's not how that works.
See, I actually don't know about that one. What happened?
What part of it? Oh, you don't know anything about it?
No, 0%.
So Danny Masterson, who played Hyde on That 70s Show, got convicted, like
actually
sentenced
convicted
for sexual abuse of
cool.
I think
Great.
it was 2
Phenomenal.
victims. And so the people that were close to him were asked for letters of, I forget what it's called. It's not letters of recommendation.
character
but it's
statements
like
or something.
Character statements. Yeah,
Statement of character.
Something like that. So the judge, because the judges look at that and go, how long am I going to sentence this person? It's just like, they're a good person, blah, blah, blah. The judge might knock it down from 50 years to like 35 years.
Mm-hmm.
It happens. So they asked for those type of character statements to leniency. And Mila Kunis and Ashton Kutcher gave statements of, he's a good guy.
One of the parts was just like, he's such a good guy. He's been my friend for all these years. Now I know of the rape. It's like, you can't just be like, no, I know he's been convicted of. It's like, wait a second.
Oh, so
You
this
can't
is
just slide that in there.
This is post prosecution,
Yeah, no, he's sentenced.
He's done.
It's already.
and they said
You
this.
are found guilty. This is the coming up date for your sentencing to see how long you will be in jail for. So they ask for character statements before the judge gives the amount of time you're in jail. He is convicted, then the letters, then the sentencing. The conviction is public knowledge. Then they ask for the letters, and those two and Laura, who played Donna on the show, also wrote a letter.
What's Venom? Original Venom. I can't think of his name.
The mom.
Tom Hardy.
No.
Topher Grace.
Topher Grace also gave one, I think, and his was
No,
kind of
he
scathing.
didn't.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, he didn't give a positive one.
Yeah.
He was basically like, no,
Yeah.
cut that noise.
Y'all did the right thing.
Get him out of here. So yeah, they wrote very super nice. He's a great guy. Please give him some leniency. Yes, okay, the grapes.
Yes, okay.
Which is
okay,
like-
yeah.
At least for Kutcher, that is shocking to me, considering like he's been trying to fight child
Sex
abduction.
trafficking.
Yeah, sex trafficking,
Yeah,
and child abduction.
Yeah.
Which he had to step away from his company.
Yeah.
You have
For
to.
obvious reasons.
You have to. You can't be. I'm going to be the head of this thing that fights so hard against sexual abuse and child trafficking and all this stuff, and then go. Now I know these children were abused by this guy,
But he's
but
my
he's a
friend,
good guy.
so it's okay. No, that's
and
not
then
how that
a
works.
bunch of old interviews are looked at in a new light, and people are like, "Oh no!" Like when Mila Kunis, it was 14 when she got the role of That 70s Show, and she had to kiss Ashton Kutcher, who was like 19 at the time, and Danny was like, "Hey, I'll give you $20 to make out with her." And it's like, the age is... And he took it. Ashton Kutcher took it. At some point, there needs to be a discussion on Ashton Kutcher and the potential grooming of Mila Kunis. Because...
You know.
Yep. All right.
It's funny because in Hollywood, there's a lot of that. Because the same thing happened with Jay-Z and Beyonce. Where she was like 16 when they met. He was like 20 something, like 25. And then when she turned 18, it's just like, oh, we're dating.
Didn't know about that one either.
Yeah, there's a lot of... Oh,
Midnight on her birthday. Tweet.
Hey, big head. Yeah, there's a lot of bad stuff in the rap community.
Yeah.
That's just
I think
kind of
I think you could just
open secrets.
you could just have, two empty air quotes before community. Honestly. All right. Last couple of things.
We'll talk about MK another time because it's getting down. to
Okay.
that time.
Yeah, we're already.
It's a good game.
The Unity fiasco.
Oh,
So, for
Outstanding.
those that don't know,
Outstanding.
there is quite a lot of, different game engines out there that different developers will use for their game engines. Unreal Engine is probably like the most famous. Like, I feel like most people have probably heard of the Unreal Engine. A bunch of different ones
you
are out.
likely played a game this year that used Unreal Engine.
Oh yeah.
And Unity. Unity is in a lot of games. So Unity is another one of these engines, which is was used quite a lot by different indie devs as well as big name publishers. And,
Hoyoverse, Genshin Impact, Fate Grand Order, two of the biggest game. One's mobile and one is everything in existence.
Hearthstone
Yeah.
uses it.
Oh yeah, Hearthstone too. Yeah.
Yep.
So, Blizzard is on this.
I think Marvel's Avengers uses it.
I think so. Nobody cares about that.
I'm just a big game, just like a big game, big publisher. But
Just say Genshin Impact. That's all you need to hear at this point.
Yeah, really.
So Unity is, just game engine. It's been very popular with indie devs just because it was very accessible, pretty easy to use, could get you just, hit the ground running with your game development and what have you. The new CEO of Unity, who was the previous CEO of EA Games, announced that, hey...
Previous.
Yeah, we'll get to that. Announced that, hey, we are implementing a new pricing model for our Unity game engine, where any games that use Unity engine will be charged a fee per install of your game, not purchase, not a license to use it while you're developing, per installation of your game. And it's not a one-time per user thing, it is any time the game is installed. Verbatim.
So if you install it and you get some type of runtime error, and you go, okay, I probably need to uninstall it, clear everything, and then reinstall it, that's 2 installs. They get charged twice.
You're trying to save some space, you decide to go back and play the game later, do it, reinstall. if say there's a fighting game that runs on Unity and you're at a tournament and you need to install it on all the PCs. All of those are charged install fees.
But surely
To
there
the
could be-
dev, not to you.
Couldn't there be a malicious party that just
Yes.
installs?
Yes, that is one of the
Yes.
things that have come up.
There's already been somebody that has started creating a script that will mass
Do so.
install and
Correct.
uninstall
Of course
the game.
they
Yep.
did.
Yep.
And they're waiting for this to happen so they can start charging for that script so people
Yep.
can use it against games that they don't find
Correct.
up
So-
to their value. So
Yeah.
Yep.
if you've got pronouns in your game, hey, minority made character, we can't be having that.
Yep.
So yeah, instead of review bombs, they're going to install bomb
Yeah.
different
And it's
games.
gonna be worse because it's gonna directly impact the ink developer.
Mm-hmm.
The CEO had been quoted when he was active, leadership in EA, quoted as saying, "Game developers that aren't focusing every ounce of their ability on monetization are fucking stupid."
Yep.
Those were his words.
Another one of his things was he looked into a way. So if you play a shooter, once you run out of ammo, you got to do the reload animation.
You got to pay per clip.
He wanted a quick reload. So you just pay $1 and it instantly you get the bullets back without
Yep.
having to reload.
Yep.
And he looked into
Yep.
that $1 per reload in
$1
Battlefield.
clip. Yep.
This is clearly he doesn't give a about the lower end. He doesn't care if
He-
they get screwed. This
Mhm.
is purely for the Genshin impacts. He wants a
Uh-huh.
slice of that pie. He wants a little
Correct.
bit of that revenue. Cause especially free to play games, because Pokemon Go uses it. So if Pokemon Go and people upgrade their phones every year. So
Mhm.
if people are installing Pokemon Go 3 million times a year, 10 million times a year, and you're charging 20 cents for it, well, that's just free money in our pocket.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
It's
not how that works.
Disgusting.
Yeah, Hollow Knight, and actually, honestly, I think I saw like Hollow Knight, and then the sequel, Silk Song, which is still in development, use Unity, and
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
people are just like, the game's gonna get fucking delayed again because Silk Song has
Yeah.
just been getting pushed and pushed.
Well, I mean,
and pushed.
there's already like a whole bunch of indie games and even just smaller games in general that have said, "Hey, when this goes live, I'm deleting my game."
Yeah.
That's it. You
Mhm.
can't download. Once you delete
They're
it, you're done.
delisting their game.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
And
Because
then
even
That's
though
it.
it is a you have to hit a threshold within a year of a certain thing
Mhm.
before it starts going into effect. Among Us came out like 4 years before it got popular.
mhm.
All it takes is a resurgence of your game, and all of a sudden you're looking at your bill and it's like, you owe us $92,000. Huh?
Mm-hmm.
Somebody said
not
something
about
like hitting the minimum. I made this amount last year through this game.
Mhm.
With these fees installed, let's just say I made 30K. I would be making 7K with with this fee. Like, and then they're changing policies on the fly because they were
Mhm.
not thinking about stuff like subscription services,
Mm-hmm.
like Game Pass and stuff. So they're trying to charge Microsoft and Sony instead of the developer for those.
Yep.
They're not gonna pay that.
Microsoft's lawyers laughing. Absolutely laughing.
And then a lot of Unity games run on web browser.
Mm-hmm.
Reloading the page is an installation.
Correct.
So you don't even
Yes.
need to do some type of script. You can literally keep mashing F5 and you made like 20 installs.
Yep. Well, it'd have to load the game for it to count as the install. So you make a script that says every 10 seconds, reload this page.
You don't even need a script. There's plugins for it because I was using it when
You're right.
the PlayStation 5 queue was happening. Literally don't, and you can set the amount of time. So it's just like, oh, this game takes 30 seconds to load. I'm gonna set it for every 45 seconds.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, it's already happening. The switch from Unity is already in mass happening.
Oh yeah, a
Games
lot
that
of
aren't out
developers
yet are
said
changing over.
a lot of developers said games that are super late in development we can't do anything about. We're gonna put those out, but we're already switching other games. We're already looking into other games. Even if they roll back these changes, they've already shown the mindset of where they want to take this engine, and we don't want to be a part of it.
Yep.
They've lost the story here. They've lost the plot. It's over.
Just one of the more recent articles. It was like IGN. In a new statement posted on social media, Unity acknowledged confusion and frustration among developers. But Hellfest's unpopular install fee plan, claiming that 90% of users will be unaffected by the new policy, which I think those numbers are not correct. But, but yeah, it's just.
It would take the CEO being ousted before people even consider, hey, maybe the new person isn't going to.
I mean, it's not just one guy either. This stems from the fact that Unity bought another company out, and as part of it, it's no longer just one CEO. There's multiple heads of the company. There's multiple parts of this problem. It's not just one guy. He's arguably the face of the problem, but there's more to it than that. At this point now, the company needs to restructure for it to survive. It's essentially over.
Yeah,
because once a company goes public, it's over. There's literally no saving it now.
Yeah, even one of the creators of it was just like, when we started it, it was making money with the per seat thing, but it wasn't making that to the moon IPO going public money, and that's what they wanted. Yep. So now they're legitimately losing money these days because they started a bunch of film and stuff. Because you're not going to make that rocket to the moon. You're not going to become the next Google just doing video games. So they tried to make movies and all this other stuff that's failing. So they're in the red right now, just based off of that.
Yep.
And it's up to the game.
If it's making you money, you focus on it. If it's making you money, you focus on it. That's how you build your business. It's when you stop being at that level where, okay, we're going to incrementally rise regardless of what we're subtracting. When you're taking debt out of what you're supposedly going to make to invest in something else and it falters and fails, now you're subsecting your money from your main thing, and now that's crumbling, and now you've got nothing going on, and you do stupid shit like this, and now your company's flatlining. It's basic bad business. And if Homeboy, the people that are doing this were already known as being not good for business. I mean, like, again, the fact that they have money so they can keep trying this, and they're going to continue to have money so they can continue to try this. That's the unfortunate part, is even if they're ousted here, they're going to buy into another fucking company. Next thing you know, Ed Boon's partnered with this guy, and Mortal Kombat's going the same route.
Yeah, that would be terrible.
These people are fucking everywhere. They're fucking vampires.
It's not enough to make money. You have to make the most money.
Buku money. You have to make all of it. You cut out everybody else.
And it has to grow the next year.
Yep.
So if you made a billion this year, you better make 1.6 billion next year. You better make 2.2 billion next year. You better make 3 billion next year.
We're only now starting to see the rectification of the Call of Duty model of every year a game, every year a game. Every year a game. People are starting to backtrack and like, we flooded the market. Everyone's exhausted. Nobody cares anymore. We're seeing games are being bought, but not at the same volume. So the turnover isn't there. We're making less percentage a year on these game releases than we were. How do we fix that? I wonder.
More games?
Make your game better. Give it a longer gestation. Make people happy to buy your brand again. What builds brands is confidence in what you're putting out. When you are doing nothing but fucking rapid firing the same shit every year, 5 years straight, until that one team that's been doing the side project drops one game, guess what? At that 5th year, you're still fucking saturated the market. So your great game is going to be fucking dumpstered in reviews because everyone's like, I mean, it's kind of better, but in the long run, it still feels like the past 4 years.
It's kind of better.
You need gestation periods. You need time to develop, advance, and grow. Because if all you do is just rocket fire everything out with a supplemental change, who's going to care in 4 years?
Mm-hmm.
Fucking nobody. If Call of Duty can fucking falter, anything can falter. That game is printing fucking money. But these people up here at that level, just they don't see the fucking problem because all they see is the margins, not the reality of the market. They see the margins, and that's all. It's not how it works.
They're red. We need green. I want green.
Why are we in the deficit? We should liquidate this entire team, sir. They're responsible for a quarter of our game production team. Well, they're not keeping up. We have to meet up so I make as much money as I want to. Liquidate that team. That's how I keep my money. Sure, okay, cool. That game comes out next time around. Ain't gonna be nearly as good, and that continues to happen.
Mm-hmm.
It's how we get record profits and yet layoff.
Yep.
Because even though we're making more money than we ever have, it didn't grow. The money didn't grow as much as we wanted. So we've got to let a bunch of people go so we can meet our expectations of the shit.
I mean, the auto fucking union fucking striking. That's it. That's the exact thing. And it's the same thing. There's more and more game dev teams that are unionizing for this exact reason, is that they're getting dumpstered because all these promises of like, hey, if we make a great game and it sells, we will all reap the whirlwind is a fucking lie. And everyone's finding that.
Mm-hmm.
Everyone's tired of putting in the work and not being paid.
Yep.
Everyone.
All right.
The age of the fucking billionaire dinosaur is going out the window, friends, and they're not reading the room.
I can't wait.
Same.
They're not reading the room.
All right. Last thing. I've been waiting fucking 3 weeks.
Oh yeah, this is not going to go into next week. You want to talk about it
to
this
talk
week.
about this. But y'all been sick.
Feels like this could have been a next week thing, man.
One guess what this is.
Well,
One
they
guess.
know.
No clue. No,
One Piece.
No clue. Oh.
Oh, that did exist.
I will say this. I don't think that there is a universe where you could say that doesn't look okay.
That's fair.
So who wins the bet?
All right.
Yeah.
So the bet officially was DA bets BG $50 that One Piece live action will look, quote, all right. A bet 3 years in the making.
I did it.
Yeah,
And yes, I would say it looked more than all right.
Even I doubted me, but I have never let myself down.
He doubted the me that believed in himself.
Has bet been paid?
I literally just paid it.
Yeah,
Okay, I didn't see it. I was looking.
I'm getting a shrimp with this.
Why would you buy
I still
something I
remember.
hate with my money?
I still remember what was I thinking?
Yeah.
Oh, I remember that clip too.
Whoopsie.
Whoops. But yeah, it was really good.
Really good.
Surprisingly.
Best
Yeah.
live action anime adaptation?
There's no
Yes.
question of
I
it.
don't think
Yeah.
Not even-
there's a contention for
There's
that.
no
I just-
bar.
And
There's
short.
potential for that. There's a Speed Racer was good. Alita Battle Angel was good.
That I
And,
could also put in contention. Yeah.
End of list.
I mean, yeah, this is the best, hands down.
Yeah,
But-
Which is
man.
shocking because it's
Yeah.
One Piece. Again,
It was.
It shouldn't be.
it's the
What?
one you go, oh no, that's not gonna work.
Yeah, the thing I would have said would have been the easiest would have been Cowboy Bebop, and we all know how that went.
Yeah.
But I think the inclusion of Oda helps it a lot.
Yes.
So they don't
Oh,
just
yeah.
go, no, you can't do that. It's because, a lot of stuff was changed, but a lot of the basic structures were there.
Yeah, the changes worked, except the one thing I will not ever be like, that was a good idea, was Arlong's influence and just exposure in the East Blue. He
I was
should
fine
have
with
not. I didn't like it. I don't think that he should have been played up that much.
I was fine with it because it gives more credence to him kind of running East Blue.
I'm not, oh, so you
It's
saying
because
a
he said
list
the line.
exists? I got very confused for a second.
The thing I hated about it is that manga anime Arlong speaks a lot about how he's trying to stay off the fucking radar. And he does that.
But
by
he also
working through
said that
people.
Marines can be bought. It's whatever.
Marines that he's dealing with can be bought, sure. But I just didn't like him physically showing up and interacting. If it had been like one of the fishmen, sure, better. Them coming in and lay down an ultimatum, better. But Arlong himself showing up did not feel right.
But I can see the reasoning behind it being we
Oh,
can't
I
just
can
have
too.
the big boss of this arc just show up at the very end. He's
I
gotta have some
understand.
kind of influence in between.
Yeah, I get it. But you could have played it with the smoke and mirrors aspect of his people are showing how scary he is. If these people are strong enough to be scary, the main guy's got to be scarier. So then when Luffy marches into Arlong Park, we're just like the that anxiety would have been there. That stress of who we about to walk into would have been there. Because if these dudes who are flooring people that we're supposed to respect work for this guy, no, that would have been a better way to play Arlong up.
I hated the changes to Arlong Park.
Oh, dude, Arlong Park was wild.
I hated them.
Is it the big thing with the village not knowing?
Oh yeah, 100%.
Mhm.
That's the biggest part.
Spoilers,
I
by
hated
the
it.
way.
Yeah, I hated it with all my heart.
If you haven't watched One Piece by now at this point, fuck you. Nobody
They
cares.
haven't seen.
I hated it.
Dude, we knew, how come you never told us? I'm like, oh no. No. That whole emotional gut-wrenching fist punch to the face of like, no, we knew and just pretended for your sake so you could leave us behind to die if you needed to. That was it.
That was great. They were willing to die at any particular moment if she just went, I can't deal with it anymore.
Nope.
The
That-
whole thing was they never wanted her to know that she was basically their last.
They're
So
linchpin for survival. They were like, no,
If-
we know.
if it ever got to be too much for her, if she thinks that, she could just go, I'm just going to deal with it because it's for them.
Mm-hmm.
And they never wanted that. They wanted her to just be able to run away, and just let them die, essentially guilt-free.
Mm-hmm.
And to just go, yeah, we just never knew. We legitimately hated you for all these years.
We thought you were an actual traitor from being a fucking 6-year-old who went to Arlong. What the fuck, man?
hated it.
Now, I will say it saved.
Oh yeah,
by
Luffy
that
caring
group
about
shot.
her past and all that.
Oh,
Oh.
dude. Oh, my God. The help me scene still hit.
Oh yeah, it was still great.
Yeah.
Oh, that still hit.
And just like literally like frame for frame from the anime where they
Mhm.
have the shot of him walking up, let's go, shink, 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 the 3 faces,
Yep.
right? It's like, oh, you didn't need to do that. It was great.
I really have a problem with Usopp in that
Oh.
no matter the medium, my eyes always go to Usopp.
It's not fair.
No matter what the scene is doing, my eyes always go to Usopp.
I don't know, a lot of people's eyes are going to Buggy, according to the internet.
Buggy. Buggy and Shanks.
You
Fucking
never
Emily-
know what's gonna hit.
You
and
never
when
know.
things hit. They
No,
don't
it's
just
Buggy and
hit.
Shanks.
It's crazy when it's just like, really? Where did this coming from?
Buggy and Shanks. What was it? There was a clip. I've loved all the behind the scenes, just the cast hanging out.
Dude,
doing
it's just
random
they're
yeah.
just so happy to be a part of
the
it.
one scene where Emily Rudd is asking, I forgot his name, the guy who plays Sanji, like, who's daddy? And he just like, well, it's not Shanks. She goes, no, Shanks is daddy. I'm like, damn.
Put some stank
Speak
on
louder.
that.
Yeah, I'm like, damn. Fuck.
Dude, one of my favorite moments of the, like, obviously, like, there's, like, some nice lighthearted laughs,
Yeah.
especially during, like, some of the, honestly, Sanji, I think stole the show for me a little bit.
I love
Oh.
Sunny.
The sailing away clip brought a tear to my eye again. And the part that made me laugh the hardest was when they're outside of Arlong's tower and Nami comes up. He's like, Nami! And she just runs right past him into Zoro and Usopp. And he's just like,
Boy, look.
killed me. Killed me.
Fantastic.
The casting was just
Crazy.
picture perfect.
Crazy.
Like this was some original Avengers level casting perfection.
Like,
Mihawk, give
dude.
that dude something. Because we're not going to
Dude.
see him anymore. It kills me. Because that was so good.
We need like in between season things of just like the adventures of these characters. And Mihawk just needs to have like a 3-episode The Adventures of Mihawk.
so good.
He'll show up
His
against
conversation
again,
with drunk
right?
Usopp, amazing.
Oh, yeah.
The fight between him and Zoro, amazing.
I've watched this scene so many times of them just talking back and forth when Zoro just first introduced himself. He just goes, I've been such a big fan of you. And Mihawk could not give a single, he's just like, thank you. It's like, I've heard this a million. Mihawk is just so over it in everything. When he's introduced,
Yep.
he's just like, what is it, Garp? Not just killing some time. He's so good.
You woke me up from my nap, and
You
so
woke me from
your
my nap.
crew is finished.
They did everything with him so well.
It's
it
just
was-
killing some time, casually cuts a ship in half.
1 second.
um,
Oh, the
who would you
bounties, the way
like?
they
Is there
did the-
anyone you
yeah,
would like?
bounties.
Yeah, the,
Bounty
yeah,
of
the whole
Fire.
all day, every bounty introduction,
Love
so good. Arlong, like just chomping through his.
Kuro slicing
Yeah.
through his.
Yep.
The fact, like, literally
He walked
5
up,
seconds into his introduction.
and I was just like, well, we're just married now, me and this man, because this is everything that I've ever wanted. You've done the thing, and now we're betrothed.
Wait, hold on. Here we go. I actually have glasses here.
Oh,
Just-
Mike, no.
It's like, it's like 5
No.
seconds, just like Miss Kaya.
He's with Guy, and I'm just like, you can't not do the thing, and if you do the thing, I'm just like, well, you've done the thing.
Yeah,
It
Kuro,
was
It's-
so well done.
Kuro
I
was-
love him. He's amazing.
Like, who would you say? And again, I feel like this isn't a slight. This is just like us trying to figure this out. Who was the worst cast? and I-
Helmeppo was fantastic.
Probably
Kobe
Axan
was
Morgan.
fantastic.
And that's only because
No.
he doesn't-
He's kind of just a
not
nothing
really-
character too.
Yeah, that's
Yeah, I
that's
thought
basically
he did
it.
fine. Yeah, I
You
thought
know,
he did fine.
fine. That's the thing. Everybody else killed it, but he was fine.
I think that would be it.
Yeah.
And it's
Yeah,
not
I think
it's
so.
not a slight on him. It's not like he did a bad job. It's just that everybody else
Yeah.
was a 9 or a 10, and he was like a 6.57, which
I
is
did not
good,
expect-
fine.
It's 6.5 for a
Helmeppo and
character in
Kobe.
the anime who was just like, I am angry axe hand man, and that's all he was.
I did not expect to go into this series with Helmeppo and Kobe being characters I would actually care.
Indeed.
Killed him.
Yeah,
They did. But a lot of people have a big problem with the Garp inclusion and how much he was in it. But it did a lot for Kobe and
to be
Helmeppo.
fair,
And it's gonna mean more when they
yes.
come back in Water 7, where it's just like,
yes.
oh, now we know their motivations, as opposed to it's been like 7 years, and it's just like,
and 2
we're
cover
here.
arcs.
Yeah.
I also love, like, again, where it's just like, it's like, okay, we have the rubber fruit, but it's like, you know, Garp just seems like a dude. How much are they going to? And then he grabs the cannonball, just like, there we go.
I'm like, oh, y'all,
Yeah.
we're here
There we
now.
go.
And he just hugs it. And nobody's surprised. They're just like, no, this is just Garp.
Yeah. And then just like we have like the very small hints here and there of hockey. Never
Yeah.
stated,
Yeah.
but just Shanks with
Garp
the
and Shanks.
with the Sea Beast.
Yep.
Yeah, Garp, I feel like was Garp using
The one thing-
observation hockey, I think.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
The one thing I didn't like is I wish they would have used more of people punching Luffy and him going, "That doesn't hurt me, I'm rubber." So that when Garp hits him and it hurts, it means something.
Yeah.
Correct. Yeah.
It's
Because
like
he's using hockey to actually hit
Yeah,
that.
Because the Straw Hats were super depowered in live action.
yeah. Which is
Oh,
like
yeah.
they're like one of the only things, and it's like again, it's kind of, especially for a show with like a starting budget, basically, it's like you're not gonna be able to show Luffy like at his anime peak, basically, of like
Yeah.
being super agile and what have you. Where it's just like a lot of Luffy's choreography when he wasn't using Gum powers was just kind of punching, and that's really it, with an occasional backflip here and there. But again, it's just like you have to save those CG moments when you have a limited budget, so I understand that. Yeah, most of Zoro stuff actually looked good. Again, like when we saw those trailers, we were seeing little snippets, and again, it's just like, yeah, like here and there you can tell some stuff is choreographed, but for the most part, like all Zoro stuff was really good.
The actor was way too in character. I was like, dude, you are actually Zoro. What is happening here?
And that's some more of that fantastic casting.
I loved how nonchalant they just kind of sneaked in every once in a while. No, I was trying to find my way back to the mansion. Like, just the fact that Zoro can
Little
never
things.
find directions, like, snuck it in.
One of the best things I've read recently is how Zoro is so bad at direction, he went the opposite way of his goal. He had said that he would find the heavens would hear of his skills, and now he's the king of hell. He's so bad at direction, his own goal went reverse. Yeah, it's just those little details about Zoro that is just fucking perfect. But God, like the dude had it on lock. Zoro was too cool.
That's some people have been
And
saying
that
that's a
scene-
problem. That he is like too cool, because like Zoro can get a little rambunctious.
He'll emote more, but let's face it, everything we
think
saw
so, too.
going on with this was very fast paced. I feel like next season, because now that the Straw Hat Crew is going to be more interactive, this was more setup. I feel like the more he talks to Usopp, the more we see shit. Like once they get to Logtown, yeah, I think this will be better.
But I think the first big moment
Dead?
of character integration with the Straw Hats is when he calls out a special move. That's when
Yeah.
you're like,
Mhm.
okay, now he's getting
Yep.
more
Yeah.
into.
When he told Sanji, yeah, you're going to fit right in here. All the cool guys call out their finishing moves. Yeah, you'll fit right in here.
Did we see? I think we. How many times did Usopp actually use his slingshot? Like twice,
Twice,
Um,
yeah.
Once
when
against
he
the
first showed
Fishman.
it off.
and then once
Once
against
against
Kuro, right?
No, he used it against the. Oh yeah, maybe actually.
I was just trying to think if he used it any more than that, but I don't think so.
Oh, the madam. Oh, the whole interaction with Sanji at Barati talking to Nami.
Oh
was
yeah.
outstanding.
Can I
It's
get
like-
a glass of water? Crush cube,
Ice
sparkling,
Just
still
water.
regular water
in
in
a
a
regular
regular glass.
right
Okay.
away.
So good.
What? Nothing. How would
But-
Madam like her water? Would Madam like it with the?
And just like right even
Outstanding.
before that too, Zoro with his swords.
Trying to get into
they,
the booth.
they didn't
Got
need
this.
to. They didn't need to do that. They didn't need to, but the fact that they did was fucking perfection.
Just there's so many small things going about. Like and obviously there's changes, some good, some kind of inconsequential in the grand scheme of things. Mary dying was like one of the ones where it's like, huh, okay.
Yeah,
Like, it doesn't
didn't
really
see that coming when he
change
actually
anything,
died.
but it is.
It's still the
Usopp
going Mary.
pirates are gone. The
Yeah.
Yosaku and Johnny are out.
Mm-hmm.
Hachi is not there.
Yeah. Which
Characters
you
are
were mad
known-
about, right?
Well, I don't remember. Remind me, you two.
He's the octopus
Hachi-
man. He's the
No, I know
octopus
who he
man.
is. I know. I'm saying, isn't he also on Fishman Island?
Yes.
Hachi? Oh,
He's
so
on
he's being left-
Shaba Odi Archipelago.
Yeah. So him being left out doesn't
They're
really-
not getting there.
He was technically there.
True.
Because there's an angry fishman. In the credits, it says angry fishman / Hachi.
They're
Okay.
not getting there.
The
I'm-
directors already said they basically are looking at the time skip. That's
So,
where that's as far
they
as
they have. There's a number of seasons that they want.
12.
12.
Yeah. That's if they say they can finish the series with that, but they know they're probably getting to the time skip, and that's gonna be the wrap.
So yeah. So season 2 is.
I mean,
and
once
also
you
yeah,
get
season 2 is officially renewed.
powered
Oh, yeah.
movie, that's impossible.
Yeah, I think
They-
it'll
they-
be too hard.
That'd be way too hard.
I
with
can
Hockey
I can
Infused
see
movie.
them. I can see them pivoting to movie.
True. I mean, let's face it. The definer will be Gear 2.
Yeah,
If
Gear
they can do
second.
Gear Second decent, maybe they have a shot. But if we see Gear Second and it's lackluster, no.
and it's got to do Gear Third.
I was about to
Yeah.
say Gear 2nd, and immediately after that, Gear 3rd. It is back to back.
Yeah,
That's true.
Chopper. It's gonna be just Chopper. That's the big thing.
People
He's
are
coming
calling
out
for him to be a
Wapple.
Muppet.
There,
People are calling for him to be a Muppet.
I see him being an animatronic with some
Dude.
CGI.
If he's a
integrated
Muppet,
into it.
I'm gonna lose my fucking mind.
Because we got.
I can see it. You can do good with Muppets.
So we
You
got.
could. I would lose my shit.
So we got potentially Logtown next season, right? We
yeah,
got.
they should.
is dead. Here's
What's
my
dead?
biggest.
Why is it dead?
I'm not going dead or not. I'm just saying the next arcs in One
Would
Piece.
you like to put a
manga.
bet on it, sir?
Oh
Hold on. Hold on. Let this happen.
God!
Let's
Do
go.
it!
Let's hear it. Let's hear it. Put it out there in the ethos. Let's go.
Here, like I said, here's my biggest piece of evidence.
Mhm.
They've
Uh-huh,
done
uh-huh.
the Roger and Luffy comparison with the laugh in the face of your
Yes.
imminent
Mhm.
death. That's the biggest thing that comes from Logtown.
So what becomes Smoker's motivation?
We've
That
already got
was-
Smoker.
That was the thing for Smoker.
He-
All
Yeah, we've already
Smoker
got
is,
Smoker.
oh, you are a pirate. It's not
Yeah.
enough for him to be like pursuing Straw Hat
it
like that.
could be-
It was the confoundment of the smile
it
that
could
made him
be
obsessed
that
with Luffy.
Garp is his hero, and Luffy got away from Garp, and he's just like, "How the f did you get away from Garp?"
Well, no. Here's the thing. Here's where I'm going to interject one thing. So at the end of the series, when we get Smoker, do you think that is him in an office or the ship? Because if you think he's on the ship, then your thing has weight. But if he's in an office, it's Logtown.
I would need to see it again because I didn't take stock.
Pull
on
that shit back up because it looked like Office, homie.
Same.
And if that's Office, then it's
No.
Logtown.
It could easily.
So I'm hearing a
just
lot of
be placed to
explanations
a
and-
random.
and no bets though is my problem. My typing keys are ready.
Yeah, let's go. What's the bet here?
I'll put that 50 ball on Logtown.
All right, there we go.
All right.
You don't want it. You don't want war.
I'm about to lose $100 on One Piece.
Season 2 will not feature.
Legitimately about to lose $100 because I don't believe in one of my favorite series in history.
And what are we talking about? Are we talking about enough of the things that happen in the manga happen here? Because they could just go through
No.
a town and just like, this is
You
Logtown.
said Logtown is dead. Those were your words.
Logtown to me means Smoker is there. Smoker is there. Dragon's there.
Mhm.
I can go without Buggy and Alvita.
enough of the
Luffy
things that
standing in
happen.
But
front of
no.
the platform.
We already know they're there, though. We've
Luffy
already
at
got
the platform.
It's not them.
We've already
in
got
the
Buggy
beginning
and
of
Alvida
season
there.
1 going. We just passed through Logtown.
No. It is. We are at the Pirate King's where he was executed. I want to go see that.
Meme, I was telling Mike to type because this is important for the bet.
Yeah, Mike, write that down. This is the stipulations. Logtown has to not only exist, but feature important
Yeah.
content.
Front of platform.
Oh, dude.
Smoker.
Oh, dude.
Dragon.
I think DA's losing this one.
All right. So we got that. We
I do.
got Wapple and picking up Chopper.
That
Is there
is an
anything else
office,
I'm
homie.
missing before Alabasta?
Little Garden.
Yeah.
What is Little Garden? I forget what that is.
The Giants.
Yeah.
That's right. Okay.
The island with the
They could
giants.
skip that. They might skip that.
I don't see. Well,
Giants are.
so here's
Yeah.
everything that would
Yeah.
be incorporated into season 2: Reverse Mountain, Whiskey
Yeah.
Peak,
Yeah.
Little
They'll skip Whiskey
Garden,
Peak.
Drum Island, Alabasta. Reverse
Okay.
Mountain is and Logtown, of course. Logtown's an episode. Whiskey Peak's an Reverse Mountain's an episode. Whiskey Peak and probably the first half of Little Garden is an episode. So we're at 3 episodes. The rest of Little Garden, that's 4 episodes. Drum Island is probably going to be 2 episodes. Alabasta, 4 episodes. 10 episode season.
Mr. 5 and Miss Valentine included.
Yes.
Because they would have to just go, oh, you're sick. You have a bug got on the ship, and it's time to go over
But
there.
they did that in 4Kids.
4 kids don't count.
I'm just saying, if we're cutting
Ah,
and
yes,
rearranging, we got
the
the
way
blueprint.
The Bible of One
perfect
Piece, the
blueprint.
4Kids dub.
The way I look at it is,
In a dungeon. Nah, Arlong.
Dude,
went,
boy,
"Damn."
boy. It's so, like I was just sitting on my couch by myself. She gets shot in the head. I'm just like in a dungeon.
Say it.
I did
Say
the same
something
thing.
like, maybe
No.
we should put you in a dungeon. I'm like, just bring up a dungeon, please, Arlong.
I was
Don't
hoping,
worry.
dude. That would have been
you'll
it.
be able to see your daughters from the dungeon. Blam. Hey, what was I just saying though?
What's going to be in
Oh,
season 2?
Little Garden. Little Garden is essentially Usopp's motivation for the rest of the series. I don't see how you could just get rid of Little Garden. Giants are hard, but
The Giants, yeah. That's
they've
gonna be hard,
done a
dude.
little with a lot.
Now they could incorporate the plot there and redistribute that somewhere else.
I don't see how you can do unless he's like reading a book on giants and just like, oh, they're warriors. That would be awful. My whole thing is
Don't know.
Usopp's motivation. He wants to go to him and Luffy want to go to Elbaf because they met the giants.
Mhm.
The thing at CP9 was because of the giants. Usopp looks at them as what he wants to be as far as being a warrior is, because right now it's just kind of nebulous. Even in the series, he's just like, yeah, I want to be a brave warrior to see, and he doesn't really understand what that means. Little Garden gives him so much of his motivation.
Okay. I'm trying to think of anything
We'll
else.
see.
I mean,
I'm not
I
gonna
mean,
do
we
it.
talked the cast
It's
up
been
and
2
down.
hours, dude.
I know.
Let's
We
get
talked the
them
cast up
out.
and down. Luffy is amazing. The fact that he got to meet Oda
Oh, yeah.
is also amazing. The fact that Oda was like, "Yeah, you're him. You are Luffy."
You are Luffy.
Just yeah.
The cat. Did you guys all seen the casting takes too?
Probably.
Oh yeah, I saw that.
Mhm.
It's very
Oh, yeah.
good. Yeah, I
So
like it.
good.
I like seeing behind the scenes stuff. Like
Mhm.
They need to keep doing that. I'm going to need this cast just chilling and talking about stuff.
I would like to see Mihawks. I would like to see Kuros.
Oh, yeah. Mhm.
I want more with them, especially considering we're not gonna see them anymore. They're very interactive and thankful for the fans on Twitter.
Oh yeah.
Just give us a little bit more.
All right.
Agreed.
Fact
Karu's
man.
dead. Karu ain't happening. You're not a big duck like that. A lot of the money's gonna go
really?
into the chopper, and that's you need more consistent that. But with the overwhelming success, it could just be like bump up the budget, and they don't have to make as many ships now.
They bumped up the budget for
True.
Sandman, and Sandman cost more than One Piece. It did worse, and it got a season 2 with a higher budget. So
Yeah.
I assume
One Piece is going to get a bigger budget. That's not a
and
question.
more episodes. I
Oh,
think
yeah,
they're gonna get
for
the
sure.
original, the 10 they were supposed to get the first time.
Oh yeah, for sure. If not more, we'll see. Because I think the hype. This is a hype generator. This is their new Witcher. because Witcher is dead. This is their new Witcher.
Very. All right. Fact Man.
30 facts about fish.
Yes, let's hear this. Number 4 for me.
Dang, I was gonna go 8 because of the octopus, man.
4, 8, 10.
8. 4, 8, 10. 3, 4, 8, 10. I'll go 11 then. 3, 4, 8, 10, 11. 3, 4, 8, 4. That was Ralph.
Let's fucking go.
Under the Salmon Act of 1986, it is illegal to handle salmon under suspicious circumstances in the UK.
What could those circumstances
What does that mean?
Circumstances possibly be.
I can
What
see
does that
if you were
mean?
like done up for drugs and then you're just like, hey, I've got 30,000 salmon here. No worries.
Just like the
Nothing
Resident,
happening.
just the Resident Evil 4 merchant. What are you buying? A coat full of salmon.
You're just a manager at an accounting firm and just like get pulled over like, yeah, don't look at my trunk. I got so much fish. You go, well, that's clearly suspicious.
It's fine. Wait, are there salmon in there? Yeah.
Sir, you're going to jail.
I need you to step out of the car.
You were speeding with possession of salmon, you're going to jail.
That
So-
is.
It looks
Interesting.
to be there used to be markets, and if
Okay.
you were holding a salmon, it's just like, oh, you clearly stole that salmon. So that's one of those holdover laws that are just like, even though this was some 40 years ago, and it don't make sense. But then again, why would you just be walking down the street with a salmon? That's already suspicious enough.
But then
to be-
again, how do you not walk out with a salmon
Yeah.
if you buy the
It's
salmon?
in a bag. It's in a bag.
But it doesn't
I
say
think
like
you're
a brown
saying
bag law.
Bags are not
Yeah. Yeah, it's a brown bag.
Guy
law.
walks out with a
It's for
bottle of
sure.
liquor open-handed, but that salmon, don't worry, it's in the bag.
But if you know what the law is, you would have to make yourself not look suspicious. And by not making yourself look suspicious, you look even more suspicious. Because you can't
Correct.
just do the hands in the pocket whistling thing and just go, no, you're clearly up to something.
Oh boy. And it's past Ralph's bedtime too.
Oh, dude. We're getting there.
All right.
It looks like Kelly's. I'd like to see what she thinks of One Piece as well. She's
Oh, yeah, once she
I
finishes,
like-
now she's watching it.
She wasn't able to get onto Netflix to watch live action One Piece, so she just started watching actual One Piece. I love it.
That's how that has to play out.
How
And
many?
now she's in. She's
Yeah.
dialed into the series.
Yeah. So she is going on a voyage. All right. With that, we will call this episode of the Podcast of Stuff a close. Tomorrow, some more Pikmin going into Tuesday Trials. Wednesday, more than likely, for those that were playing the Zelda Randomizer, it's probably when we're going to start back up. We might be able to finish it Wednesday. Knock on wood. Nothing Thursday for me, so obviously anybody that wants to snag that here may do so. Friday,
What day did you say?
Thursday. I never play anything on Thursday. Friday, BGDA, you guys available for some Mario Party?
If I have the energy to do so, after work,
Okay.
I will. I will let you know.
All right.
'Cause, boy, my energy.
Yeah. No spirit bombs coming.
No, I need it.
Yeah. And then obviously next week, Podcast of Stuff. I know 2 weeks from now we probably won't have an episode because I'll be out of town, but maybe we'll have 2 weeks in a row. Maybe we were all set to have like a full month of podcasts, and then the Bubble Bros.
Bubble Bros.
Bubble Bros gonna leave the bubble. All right. Thank you, everybody, for tuning into this
Arnold.
episode of the Podcast of Stuff. We will see you next week.
Maybe. Later.
Bye-bye.